Here's a hard truth no one tells you. 90% of your stress doesn't come from your life. It comes from people, trying to fix them, please them, prove something to them. But what if the most powerful thing you could do was nothing? Just let them. Let them ghost. Let them judge. Let them copy. Let them leave. Because the most magnetic version of you isn't busy chasing. She's busy choosing. Today, we're unlocking the let them theory. And once you hear this, you'll never beg, overgive, or shrink for anyone again. Let's break it down. Because letting go is not cold. It's clarity. There are 4 categories of people you must learn to let be. And I want you to think about your life as I go through each. Because I promise you've met at least one from each group. Group 1, energy vampires. The ones who drain your light and never refill your soul. They are 1, the drainers. 2, the clingers. 3, the inconsistents. These people exhaust your nervous system. You walk on eggshells, you keep the peace, and lose yourself in the process. In the book Set Boundaries, Find Peace by Nedra Tawwab, she says, if people get mad at your boundaries, that's a sign the boundaries were necessary. That line changed my life. Group 2, mind game players. They twist, disappear, or test you for control, not connection. The ghosters, the manipulators, the oversteppers. The people who joke too far, touch too much, or push too hard are testing your boundaries, not your sense of humor. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. Let that sink in. Group 3. Noisemakers. They talk, judge, whisper, envy, but add no real value to your life. They are the critics, the jealous, the non-believers. You can learn, not taking anything personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. Group 4, copy plus paste crew. They want your vibe, not your value. They are the imitators, the dismissive. The users letting go of people is less about them and more about honoring yourself. We need to talk about that one friend, that partner, that family member you keep hoping will change. Sis, they won't. Not because they can't, but because they don't want to. And every day you spend trying to explain your heart to someone who doesn't want to understand it is another day you shrink. You love them, sure. But are they safe for your growth? Brené Brown says, you can't shame people into changing, and you can't love someone hard enough to heal their trauma. Let them be who they are, and then decide if who they are is safe for your evolution. Let me say this with love. Stop seeking applause from people who never clap for you. We twist, shrink, mold ourselves to be liked, and end up lost. You can't heal if you're constantly performing. Here's the truth. What makes sense to you might not make sense to them, and that's okay. You don't need to be understood to be valid. You don't need to fit in to belong. And the mountain is you, Brianna Weiss says. You don't heal by fixing your reflection in other people's eyes. You heal by standing solid in your truth, whether or not anyone sees it. Let's explore 2 women I chose intentionally for this episode because they show us both sides of the coin. Nina from Black Swan. She was obsessed with perfection. She let her mother control her, her director manipulate her, her critics consume her. She gave away her mind trying to be enough for others, and she broke in the process. Why did I choose Nina? Because so many women are her in disguise. Achievers, good girls, overthinkers, pleasers. She's the warning. People-pleasing is the fastest route to self-destruction. Marilyn Monroe from Blonde. She was soft and self-aware. She didn't fight rumors. She didn't chase men. She didn't try to explain her complexity. She let them misunderstand her and became a legend anyway. Why Marilyn? Because she's the lesson. When you own your mystery, your softness, and stop explaining yourself, you become iconic. In her own words, she once said, "I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done." That's not weakness, that's control over your narrative. You can't control what other people do, but you can control how you react. You can choose silence over screaming, distance over drama, peace over proving your point. When you stop trying to control how people treat you and start controlling who gets access to you, your life changes. You become bulletproof. Dogs bark at cars that are moving. Let them bark. You're still driving forward. You don't need to prove you're enough. You already are. And if they can't see it, let them.